Our topic is linear equations. Okay, I think you must be familiar with algebraic expressions. If you are not familiar with them, so we'll start from the basic. Variables and constants. These two things you should know. You already know them. Variable is something which varies, and constant is something which is constant. So variable is like x, y, z, a, b, c, d. Anything which doesn't has a fixed value, that is a variable. And constant, which so sorry, constant is something whose value is constant over a whose value is constant, not over a period of time. It's actually its value is constant. It's not going to change. Now it is not happening that one is one right now and after some time one will become two. No, it's not going to happen. So one is fixed. Likewise, something which is fixed is constant, something which varies is variable. In any combination of variables and constants, now variables also somewhere it is also referred to as literals, so you don't worry from that. Okay, any combination of literals and variables or constants, or literals and constant is a algebraic expression. Okay, that is a algebraic expression. Suppose I took a variable a and I not let's take x because that is the most common. So I took a variable which is x. I took a constant. Suppose I took a constant 2. Okay, when I combine them it is 2x. Now this is an algebraic expression. Now it can be anything like now it can also be like from by adding them or by subtracting, the basic mathematical operations, multiplying them, okay, dividing them. That forms a algebraic expression. Now here what did I did right now? I multiplied them. So x into 2 is 2x or x2. Basically you don't say x2, we say it as 2x. I'm teaching it from very basic. I'm supposing that you are very new to algebra, but you are actually in class 8, but maybe someone at the back, they don't have their concepts well of the back classes of classes 6 and 7. So I'm teaching it from the very basic. Even if you don't know anything about algebra, you can do this. I'm teaching it in such a way that even you have zero knowledge about algebra, today you will not only learn algebra, but also you will learn you will learn how to solve linear equations in a very easy manner. If you fear from this chapter, some students they have fear from algebra, they skip questions of algebra. Suppose they are not able to solve them, they find this chapter very difficult. I'm talking about algebra in general. Right now you're doing linear equations. Further topics, you have also a chapter of algebraic expressions, identities, then you also have factorization, and then you have more chapters in higher classes. So I'm starting this assuming that you don't know algebra. Okay, and if you know, then you can just skip the video, you can go directly to the part which you don't know. So now I was talking about expressions, yeah, right? So here I multiplied and I can add x plus 2, I can subtract x to x, anything I can do. Like it is any combination, if you do, that is a expression. Okay, even I can divide 2 by x or x by 2, that is an algebraic expression. It's not necessary that it is to have one literal and one constant. It can have more than one literals, more than one constant. Suppose 2 into x into 2 into suppose y, which will be what? 2 into 2 is 4, x into y is xy. This is how you write. Take it, when you write xy, it means that you are multiplying x and y. Suppose I'm adding them, 4 plus xy, that is also, anything is a expression. Okay, for simplicity, now it can be very big also, like 8 into xyz, anything. It can be 8 into xyz plus 90, anything. Now these are all, what are these are all expressions. Okay, so we have done what are expressions. Now we'll come to your chapter, what are equations. Basically now you know expression. You can have many expressions. Like I'll give you a little bit more different expressions so that it's more, you're a little bit more familiar to it. Suppose I'll give you expression like 5 by 4 x minus 2 plus 9. So this is also expression. You are multiplying these two See, you are multiplying 5 by 4. I'm sorry. You are multiplying 5 by 4 and I'm sorry, you're multiplying 5 by 4 with x minus 2 and you're adding to it 9. So again, it can be any combination. The word which is important is combination over here. Okay, the word which is important is combination. Okay. So next we'll be talking about equations. Now you know what are expressions. Now when you equate two expressions, equating two expressions forms an equation. Okay, so suppose you had two equations. I'll take very simple expressions. Suppose I'm taking 2x and plus 2x plus 2. I'm equating it with 9x plus 5. Okay, so this was one expression and this was another expression. Okay, I equated these two. Okay, so how do I equate expression? With the equal to sign. Equal to sign, so you know from very basic class, that is how you form an equation. You can also have inequation, but it is not right now, it's not in your syllabus of class 8, but still I'll tell you just a brief. Nothing to fear about. Sign only gets changed. It may be a, like in very earlier classes, you know that if you compare two numbers, maybe there is a equal, greater than sign or less than sign or equal to sign. These are the only relations which you have learned in your previous classes. So either I can put a greater than sign or I can put a less than sign. Okay, whatever you feel like, that is an equation. बीच में इसके there is no equality, there is only inequation. Inequation means equation nahi, equality is not there, right? So that is an inequation. Next we are going to talk about I told you what is an equation. Now your name of your chapter is linear equations in one variable, right? Linear equations in one variable. So linear equations in one variable. Why we say linear, that I have to tell you now. Linear is because the power of the variable will be 1. Linear means 1. Okay, quadratic means 2. Okay, cubic means 3. But these are neither quadratic nor cubic. We will do this in higher classes. Okay, we are going to do this in higher classes. These equations also exist, but we are not going to do them right now. We'll be doing them in higher classes. Right now we are concerned only about linear equations. So linear means the power is 1. I'm sorry, wait, yeah, so the power is 1. This is about, I'm talking here, I should write it, that it is about power of variable. Okay, it says power of variable. Okay, it's actually not the power of variable, it's the highest power of variable in equation, right? In equation. So suppose I write equation x plus 2, x square plus 9, 9y cube plus y square plus y. Okay, so these are the three expressions which I have written. First one, the highest power is this, nothing but this is linear power 1, this is 2 power quadratic, इसको quadratic कहते हैं, and then this is 3, that is your cubic. Okay, so yeah, the highest power of the variable in an equation is called the power of that in an expression is the power of that expression. Now here x has the highest power as 1. You cannot find any other term in this expression which is basically an like having a power more than 1. Actually we call these as terms of the expression. I forgot to tell you. This is for first term, this is second term. These are all terms of an expression. Okay, terms of an expression. So I think it is making sense to you. So this has the highest power as 1, so it is a linear equation. We will be studying about these equations only in this chapter. Now here the highest power is 2, so it is a quadratic equation. Here the highest power is 3. Don't consider these are less than the 3, 2, 1. So the highest power, we consider the highest power. So we consider the highest power. So here it is a cubic equation. I'm sorry, it's an expression. When you will equate, then it will become an equation. So now I told you what is expression, what is equation, and now we will basically start to solve the equations. Let me tell you, it is very easy to solve equations, literally very easy. Okay, you don't have to do anything. Basic maths, you can, basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. That's all you have to do. Nothing complicated. You don't have to find the percentage and all those things which you are supposed to find. No simple interest, compound interest. Nothing has to be like any profit loss. That all has, you have to do so much calculations. But here, like in your class 8 level, like it is very basic maths. You need to know, and your concepts have to be clear. If you are good with these two things, then definitely you can easily solve equations. Now I'm taking the equation which is a very simple equation. I'm gonna take very easy equation. Suppose I'll take 3x. This is suppose first 3x is, now you need to solve them. Solving equations. x is equal to 2x plus 18. Okay, now I'll tell you, I'll write the steps. First of all, first step is to separate the variables and constants. Okay, so what does it mean? That variables on one side of equality and constants on the other side of equality. Okay, so that is what you have to do. Now I'll tell you how. X plus, this is 3x minus 2x. Now I'll also tell you the basic rules before I do this. Okay, the basic rules are basic rules which you, I'm so sorry, basic rules you already actually know, I guess, but if you don't know, I'll just tell you. Suppose this is equals to sign, and this part is called left hand side, this part is called right hand side. So here this is your LHS because this is on the left side, this is your RHS. Now what you need to do, because it's already given that LHS is equal to RHS, 3x is equal to 2x plus 18. Now actually, what is the basic strategy? Now you can separate, but actually what we try to do is, now I'll tell you, we try to just like remove the, ultimately we just want the value of x. We need to find a solving equation, means we need to tell what is x. Okay, so suppose 3x is equal to 2x plus 18. You need, here you have 3x, then 2x. You want to have x. Solving equation means the person is asking you what is x. You need to tell what is x. So, if anything, now I need to tell that variable has to be on one side and constant has to be on other side. So now you can see LHS is also, you are having variables, RHS also you are having variables x, but constant is already on the one side, so don't need to do anything with the constant, only variable we need to bring on one side. So I think it is better that we bring 2x here, क्योंकि what we have to do, x equal to, finally we want x equal to, so x should be on one side na. Here will be some number, suppose here can be 2, here can be 3, anything can be there. Okay, so 2 by 3 also be there. So yeah, anything can be there. So that is what you have to do. Now what is the basic thing which happens if someone already knows this chapter? Then it will be like I'm talking two childish things, but if someone doesn't knows or is weak in algebra, I'm doing this for that child. Okay, so 3x, we'll bring 2 on this side, 2x. Now anything if you bring on, you change the sides. Okay, you change the sides, what happens is that sign will also change. That is very basic thing. Okay, right now we are not dealing with multiplication, division, only addition I am taking up, so I'll teach you only about that. If it is case of like, suppose it was like x by 2 and x by 3, then there is a division changes to addition and multiplication changes to division. That is what happens, but right now only sign we will talk about. So because it is addition, you can see like it is 2x, it's 2x, it is not like x by 2, it is not division. Like basically this is multiplied, but this is an expression, we're talking about these two expressions. So you bring 2x to this side, just see that what is the sign in front of this. What is the sign in front of this? It is a plus sign. If nothing is there, we consider it as plus. Don't say that nothing is there, how are you considering it to be plus? Okay, so nothing is there, it is plus. Here it will come to difference, other side of equality, it will become minus. So 3x minus 2x, sign it was plus, it became minus. 18, we'll write it as it is. Now 3x minus 2x is equal to x. This you should know. Okay, don't worry about this. X has same term is there, same variable is there. I'm sorry, term is not same. Variable is same. X एक जगह जैसा है, x is same. But what x is same both the sides, right? What is different? 3 and 2. So 3 minus 2 is just 2. It is x. 3 minus 2 is x, which is 18. Now you've got it. Your final thing should be something like this. X equal to जैसा होना चाहिए. So x is equal to 18. Finally you're getting like this. So you have solved it. Congrats. Okay. This was to explain you on that side. I'll just quickly solve it and write it over here. 3x minus 2x is equal to 18. So x is equal to 18. This is your final answer, right? Yeah, so this was your rule. Variables on one side, basically sign changes. Okay, I will just write it in a small statement. On moving the terms from one side of equality to other, the sign of the term changes. Okay, so this is all about this. This was the basic rules which you need to know. First you separate the variables and constants. Now how do you separate? This is how you do. variables on one side of equality and constants on the other side. This is what you need to do actually. Variables one side, constants, variable here is one side, constant is on other side. That is what you need to do. And how you do that? On moving the terms from one side of now you can ask me that, ma'am, why we didn't move 18? Because why will you want to move 18? 18 is already on one side, na? 18, you can see here that 18 is already on one side. What was not on one side? Variables were on this side, LHS also, RHS also, so we moved the variables, whichever is easy, we do that. Okay, now I'll take up another example. This is all you have to do. Right now we're not dealing with multiplication. I'll only take right now simple sums. Okay. So this is the rule. I'll take 3-4 problems so that this rule becomes clear for you. Or let me take another question. Okay, so the question is 5x minus 3 is equal to 3x. Why does this happen? 3x minus 5, right? So now let us do. Now here what happens, variables भी दोनों तरफ है and constants भी दोनों तरफ है. They are on both sides. Variables are also on both sides and constants are also on both sides. So we need to do both. You just consider it कि whether you want to keep variables on left hand side or constants on right hand side or left hand side, vice versa. So generally what we do, we keep variables on left hand side. So that's what I'll do. 5x is here. Now you can see 3x will come here. Okay, so it will become minus because it is plus. Nothing is written in front of 3x. It means it is plus. And then equal to we'll copy. Now 5 minus 5 था यहाँ पे, we had minus 5, so copy it. 3 will come here. Now it is minus, so it will become plus. Okay, now simply maths. 5 minus 3 is 2. X, copy it down. And minus 5 plus 3, I think you know, is equal to minus 2. You have studied integers. It is minus 2. And then, sorry, I did it right now. You want the value of x. Okay, so now you are having the value of 2x. You want x. So what will you do? You will divide it by 2. You need to divide this by 2. So you divide this by 2. If you are dividing it on the left hand side, you have to do it on the right hand side also. Okay, so both the sides I am dividing it by 2. So what will happen? 2x will be dividing by 2. What will you get? X. Okay, and minus 2 by 2 you will get minus 1. Is it clear? Anywhere if it is not clear, you can comment it. I'll definitely respond you. Okay, I'll definitely explain you there. Okay, anything if it is not clear, you can tell me there. Then next what you will have is the next problem. One more thing I had to write, that if division, even multiplication also, division or multiplication on one side of equality also means same calculation. I'm not right now, it's not clear, but calculation you'll not understand, like if you will treat the means same thing, or that is the same arithmetic. I'm being a little bit complicated, but you will get, once we'll solve the question, this you will not even need to see the rules. Same thing or same arithmetic operation on the other side. Okay, so that is what is. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so let us take more problems. Once we'll take the problems, it will be very, now see, basic thing which you need to do, or the thing which I can teach you 1,000 times this chapter, but the main thing is that you need to be like practicing. If you don't practice, there's no like there is no shortcut in this. You need to practice. Once you practice, it will become a cakewalk. I'll take up another one. Like we'll take more problems. Don't worry. Wait. 5x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus 3x. Now you'll solve with me. This is LHS, this is the RHS. You don't need to write this, but if you like, it makes it a little bit easier if you are starting to solve equations for the first time. So now see, 5x is here, 3x is here. We want to have on the same side. So now this is plus here. It will come to this side, it will become minus. Now here we have plus 5. Here we have plus 9. We will bring my 9 to here. I will make the arrows also right now for your beginning. After the, I'm so sorry. See, I'm so sorry. Here it is plus 9. It will become minus 9 here. Okay, it will become 2x minus 4. So x will be, now again, you have to divide this by 2. Divide 2x, but 2x you get, but what you want x. So divide this by 2. If you divide it on the LHS, you also need to divide on the RHS. So you will do, this will be x, and minus 4 divided by 2, you will get minus 2. So this is the answer. Okay, one more problems you want, we'll do it. 4x plus 3 is equal to 6 plus 2x. Okay, solve it. 4x minus 2x. I'm making the arrows. After that I'll stop making arrows. Okay, x, 2x is there. This is 3. X is what? Divide this by 2. Divide this by 2. X is equal to 3 by 2. You can leave it to be 3 by 2, or you can convert it into decimal. It will be 1.5. Okay, as you wish. Both are correct. I think we need to make this a little bit. Okay, more questions. Quickly we'll do, right? 2x minus 1 is equal to 14 minus x. LHS is equal to RHS. You write it. Same steps you need to follow. Variables on one side, constants on the other side. No need to make these arrows. If you initially practice, you can make it. Don't make it in the exams. Even if you make, you will not lose marks. But actually, initially if you practice, it is good. If you are like a beginner. See, I just changed the sign. Minus x became plus x. Minus 1 came on this side, became plus 1. Okay, so 3x, x, 2x plus 1, x is 3x, and 14 plus 1 is 15. You have 3x. You will divide it by what number to get x? 3 will be divided by 3, then you will get 1. Here 2 will be divided by 2, you will get 1. 2 will be divided by 2, you will get 1. So the same number you need to divide, because you want to have 1x. X means what? 1x. So by 3, you will get x. 15 by 3 is 5. Next question. A little bit complicated, you may seem to you, this one, if you don't know about multiplication, but I'll teach you here in this question only. Okay, 8x plus 4 is equal to, now you see, I have written it right now. Why I didn't we didn't make the arrows and all? Because we don't have a x term, like a single x term. It is in brackets, it is in multiply. First we need to solve that. See, 3x minus 1. So 3x whole x minus 1 is there, so you need to multiply. Now if you don't know about multiplication, I'll teach you in very simple terms. See, you need to solve this. So 3 will be is in multiplication bracket, means multiplication, you know, have studied that in BODMAS. So it's bracket of multiplication. Bracket does not mean multiplication, but in algebra you need to multiply, it means multiplication. So 3 into multiply 3 with each term inside the bracket. 3 into x is 3x, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. This is how you will open the bracket. Now you can replace that thing in the equation, 3x minus 3, okay, plus 7. Now you can easily solve. Now here you can see that there are two terms, two constants. Let us first solve this so that it becomes similar to the previous equation that we have solved. Plus 7 minus 3 plus 4 and 8x plus 4. Okay, so 8x minus 3x and 4 will come here, plus 4 minus 4. So it is 5x is equal to 0. Now you have 5x is equal to 0. You need to tell what is x. So we can see that x is 0, but if you are a very beginner, I'm solving it from very basics. So right now I'm writing that 0 divided by any number is 0, except if you divide 0 by 0, that is not 0. And 2x and 5x by 5 is x. Okay, so x is 0. Oh my god, yeah, sorry, x is 0. We'll take one more to some questions more. Yeah, let's quickly do this. X is equal to 4 by 5 x plus 10. Again you need to simplify this, right? You need to simplify this first. Okay, so how are you going to simplify? Because you again, there is a bracket, so you multiply each term inside the bracket with 4 by 5. Here it was 3 outside the bracket, here it is 4 by 5. So multiply 4 by 5 into x is equal to 4 by 5x. Then 4 by 5 into 10, you just need to, like, you can do it quickly. If you know that 5, it will cancel out through 5 2s are 10. I think you know this much basic maths. Okay, and yeah, then you bring this, 8 is already on one side. Okay, you subtract, you know how to subtract fractions, you know, it is nothing is there. This is basically x minus 4 by 5. Don't, if you're like distracted by these bracket signs which are coming, the square sign, I don't know why they are coming, so don't be distracted by them. These are coming by default. Okay, there may be some setting, I'll just try to change, but right now I don't have time for that. So don't be distracted if you are getting like I'm not doing that. Okay, it is happening by default. Yeah, so x minus 4 by 5 x, basically don't be like, see, if you are new to algebra, x will be a little bit complicated for you, but it is not, just ignore it. Okay, so 1 minus 4 by 5 you can do. X ko nothing is written, it is 1, so 1 minus 4 by 5 you can do, it will be 1 by 5, and then just copy the x down, is equal to it. So x by 5 is equal to it. Nothing is like all these, when you don't have anything, it means x only. So 1x is x only. So x by 5 is 8, but we don't want x by 5. What we want x. So x by 5, here we have division of 5. So what we will do, we will multiply it by 5 because we want to make it 1x. Here each time we had actually something multiplication in x. Suppose here we were having like 5x. X was is in multiplication with 5. Here we had x like 3x multiplication with 3. But now here you are having multiplication, and there is a division. So you need to multiply whatever is there. You need to perform the opposite activity. When you will cross this, you can cut this. 5 will cancel out with 5. Now you will ask, then you will ask like 5x 5, I've multiplied 5 here, so 5 will also be multiplied this side, so this will be 40. X is equal to 40. Okay, and yeah, I think I'll take up one last problem. Okay, or maybe or maybe two problems. Okay, wait. Now I'll like quickly take up some more fractional problems, so that like division problems, so it little bit is like it's not that much complicated for you. Now see, this is x term, this is x term, this can go here, this can go here. 2x by 3 minus 7x by 15 is equal to x minus 3 minus 1. This is equal to 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. What is this? Don't consider x, take LCM. 2 by 3 minus 7 by 15. What will be the LCM? 15. Then you can quickly solve it. It will be 10x. X you just copy it. Okay. Minus 21x. So 10x minus 21x. What is 21 minus 21 plus 10? It is minus 11. X by 15 is equal to 2. Now what you will do? Here you have 11x by 15. Now in these questions, either you can do the same thing, you can do, but here it is not. What is multiplication, division, both is there. So in such terms you do cross multiplication. 11 into 2, this can be written as 2 by 1. So 11 into minus 11x into 1 is equal to 15. 2 is 30. So x is what? 30 by minus 11. Okay, we have solved it correctly. Let me just once see. Yeah, it's all is correct, everything is correct. So this is your final answer. I have not done nothing, we have done cross multiplication. If it is not clear to you cross multiplication, then you can ask me in comments. I think you must have done in your previous classes, also I'm not explaining that. If you have not done, then you can ask me in the comments, I'll explain it to you. Again, this is a question, y you can bring here. Now this is not in x, this is in y, but you don't have to worry. Okay, 2y plus y, here it was plus, minus it was there, then here it became plus. Something is popping up on the screen, don't worry about that. That is not I'm not doing that. I don't know why it's happening. I need to check that. Adding this will be 21. Now there is 3. Either you can cross multiply in this, or you can just divide both the sides by 3. Let's do cross multiplication. Now I'll divide both the sides by 9. This is the final answer. You can reduce it. You can leave it, or you can convert it to partial fractions, or even to decimals. Okay, will be. Then one last question we can take up. 3x is equal to 5x minus 8 by 5. So again, same thing. This is a constant. Fractions are also constant, I've told you. Okay, 3x minus 5x. It's very easy, very easy question. Okay, nothing complicated. 2x is equal to minus 8 by 5. Now one more thing, if you have minus sign on both the sides, you can cancel that out. So it is equal to 2x is equal to 8 by 5. Divide both the sides by 2. Here also you will divide it by 2, so it will be multiplied. Okay, but it will be a little bit complicated to understand. Wait, I'll do it in the next step. 2x is equal to 8 by 5. I'm dividing both the sides by 2. If you'll divide it by 2, you will get x. And if I'll divide 8 by 5 into 2, nothing will happen. Just a 2 will come here. My 1 by 2 will come. So it is what, 8 by 10. You can even cancel this out here. It will be 4 by 5. Okay. So that will be the final answer. It will be 4 by 5. So I'll be like wrapping up the video here. Only this is what I'm going to teach in today's video. I'll come with more videos in which I'll explain you further forms of other types of linear equations, how you are supposed to solve. These were the very basic ones. Okay, so that is what I taught you. Next videos I'll move to a little bit complicated, and then we'll move to algebraic identities and factorization as well. Okay, all the class 8 algebra I'll cover first, then we'll move to different topics of class 8. First I'll teach algebra because people, like students, fear from that. Like if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comments. I'll definitely reply to you. Okay, so yeah, any doubt you have, you can reply to me. Anything if you want, I'll also add my mail. You can mail me as well if you want to have any personal, like if you want to have personal classes from me, then that also I'm providing. You need to mail me for that. And yeah, that's all for today. Anything else if you need to ask, you are free to comment. Thank you for watching, and keep on studying. Like enjoy, but study as well. I know, like you are in you don't want to practice. If you may seem like it, initially it seems like it's very easy for some of you. Once you watch the video, you may feel it, but see, it will seem easy for one day. Okay, you will watch the video, it will be easy for you, but after some time, if you don't practice it out, what will happen, you will again start to feel it that it's tough. What is most important, I'll write it. Okay, practice. You are supposed to practice. The more you'll practice, the better you will become. Okay, thank you for watching.